Good evening, I am Adventure Argonaut. This is Shadowrun Dragonfall, and we are in medias res. Yesterday, I was in the middle of the mission, Laurie's personal quest, trying to rescue some children from a cult where she was a member before she escaped. And yeah, we are, I guess, in the beginning of that mission, but let's see. It's rumbling? Yes, okay. Kick, Twitch, Rumble, Twitter, Xitter. They are all functioning, so I do believe I can play the game. Oh, wait, I still need my chat out here. Okay, wait. Okay, let's move this a little bit. And this one here, that one there. Okay, let's play the game. Load the game. We have like a million saves. Feuerstelle, drive from the Kreuzbazar to the Schönbuch forest was a long one. For over 6 hours, you and Glory rode in relative silence with only the sounds of the road for company. Don't they have like a CD player or whatever, MP3 player or what kind of stuff they use here? Or maybe they couldn't agree on what music to listen to or podcast or whatever. Medicine cabinet. We got a med kit. Okay, nothing here. There's so many doors. This is the initiate's dormitory. The new arrivals are brought here. There's still hope for these kids. Argonaut, Harrow hasn't had a chance to ruin them yet. Then we need to stop him before he can. Glory raises a hand, suddenly alert. Wait, listen. Movement in the other room. Listen closely. You strain your ears to listen. Soft voices from inside the room come drifting out of the nearby vents. You hear a woman's voice. The sound is crisp and smooth and sweet and instantly puts you at ease. Calm down, dear. It's probably nothing. No need to worry yourself. We are so far off the beaten track, we don't get a lot of visitors. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see Glory's back stiffen. She flinches as though she'd been stung. Is it Marta, her ex-lover or whatever? Another voice, high-pitched, pleading, an adolescent boy. But what if it is someone? What if the bad people have found us? What if they followed me here? They've come to... The female voice cuts in, soft and comforting. Well then, we'll send them away. You're perfectly safe here. You have to believe that. Don't worry, dear heart. Harrow won't let anyone hurt you. Not here, in this place. Not ever again. You hear another boy's voice. This one's deeper. Are you certain, Marta? A positive. Be calm, all of you. As long as you're here with us, nothing bad will ever happen to you. Is that your Marta, Glory? She gives a curt nod. Not mine, Harrow's, but she's the Marta from my story, yes. What do you want to do? Glory pauses, grits her teeth. Finally, she spits out an answer. If she's still here, she'll be Harrow's number one, my old position. He had his way with all of us, but he was always sweet on Marta. That means she'll have a key to the shrine room. Then we storm in there, take it from her. You ready to do this? She shakes her head. No, not here, not now. Those kids in there, they'll all die for her. They already love her, that's what she does. We can't risk confronting her in that room. If the situation turns ugly, any one of the kids will happily eat a bullet for her. That's not what I came here to do. You're right, we came here to save those kids, not get them killed. We'll wait until Marta leaves and follow her. Glory nods her assent. Marta's voice floats back out through the vent. Hush now, boys. Get some rest. You get a big day tomorrow, the biggest day of your lives. You get to meet Harrow. I promise you, after you speak with him, you'll see the whole world in a different way, a better way. The adolescent voice trembles without out a response. All right, Marta. Have a good night. A lovely musical laugh pours through the vent. You too, dear heart, all of you. We hear a distant sound of a door sliding shut. Glory takes a deep breath, then releases it. The coast is clear. We can handle the initiates. They're just a bunch of scared kids. Without Marta there to egg them on, they won't try anything. Open the door. No time like the present. The initiate closes the door, whips his head up to look at you. He takes a stutter, step backwards in alarm, then opens his mouth to cry for help. You don't want to do this. Glory looks deep into the initiate's eyes, transfixing him. We're not here to hurt you. We are friends of Harrow's. Don't bother calling Marta out here. We're just going in there to have a word with her. Initiate's eyes you nervously. His gaze flits to Glory, then falls to her cyber limbs. He swallows. Yeah, okay. Takes a step back. You do that. Bit sus. The initiate by the door is staring at Glory's limbs, her eyes wide. She is a mousy little thing, probably somewhere in the vicinity of 17 years old. With purple contact lenses and a shock of blue hair, she glances up at Glory, blinking. You used to live here, didn't you? I've seen your picture before. Glory's expression remains neutral. Really? I think so. I didn't look at it that long. It was in a room that I wasn't supposed to be in. I'm pretty sure it was you. It probably was, you're right. I did live here a long time ago. I was like you back then, a scared kid brought here by Marta for a chance at a new life. I like Marta. She's so nice. I always feel safe when I'm with her. Most adults aren't like that. But they either don't notice you or they do for the wrong reasons. But Marta, she cares about us. There's a long pause, and then the initiate looks to you as, screwing up her courage, she speaks. Can I ask a question? Go ahead, ask away. Well, I overheard Marta talking with Mr. Harrow yesterday. I think they were talking about our meeting with him, the one that Marta was just telling us about. Where will we learn to see the world in a different way? Go on. Well, I couldn't really hear the whole conversation. It was all muffled. But what I could hear was kind of a weird. Mr. Harrow said some stuff about a shrine, and then it sounded like he changed the subject because he started talking about dinner. Something about chopping up meat. Well, Marta got real upset, said that you knew they're not ready, make the other ones do it, stuff like that. But then Mr. Harrow said some other things, and then she calmed down again. When she left, she was smiling. And so I was just wondering, do you know what they were talking about? I want to make sure Marta is okay, but I can't ask her about it because I don't want her to find out that I was eavesdropping. I think that I know what Harrow has planned for you. Have you ever opened the fridge in the other room? No, why? Is that where we are going to make dinner? Glory cuts in, her voice is gentle. I wouldn't worry about it. We'll make sure that Marta is okay. All right, don't tell her I told you, please. Don't worry, we won't. How long have you been here, by the way? Almost a week. She shuffles her feet. Eventually she looks up with a small smile. It's wonderful. Of course it is. So much nicer than living on the street, isn't it? Glory's face is kind, but her tone is in one of incredible sorrow. You be good, sweetie. Don't worry. We'll take care of Marta. Girl smiles sheepishly, steps back. As you pass by her on your way to the door, Glory shoots you a sidelong glance. It's like I thought. Things have changed in the past few years. How so? Back when I lived here, Harrow would never have let such a fresh convert prepare a sacrifice. He'd wait until she was in so deep, until she felt indebted to him that she couldn't turn tail and run. It was a rule. You let newcomers get settled for a month, maybe 2, before teaching them the more unsavory aspects of cult life. Even then, you'd start them off slow. First lessons would use pork or chicken, never human meat. That didn't come until later. Indoctrinating new recruit after a week is risky as hell, and he never would have done it when I lived here. The shrine, he's using it to brainwash the initiates faster than he used to. She nods. That's what I'm thinking. Harrow's getting lazy, letting his captive spirit do the heavy lifting for him. So what does it mean for us? I'm still working on that, but I don't think that the shrine is just a tool for Harrow anymore. I think that he relies on it. He's using it as a crutch. She cocks her head slightly, a thoughtful expression on her face. I think he's let himself become dependent on the damn thing. Good. If the shrine's influence is the only thing keeping these kids here, that'll make our job a lot easier. She nods, a fierce look in her eye. On that we are agreed. Okay. Save before we go in. There's still one door here. I wonder, like, if there's like a loot or something. Oh, there's few more doors. Okay, there's a van. Glory passes the side of the van. She tries the side of it with a claw. I remember cruising the back alleys of Tübingen looking for kids in need of help. The bait girls, Marta and the others like her, would offer them money, food, or drugs or sex, whatever it took to get them in the van. And once they piled in, Harrow and I would be waiting to greet them. I remember so many nights like that. She frowns. I remember how much I used to enjoy it. In all that time, nobody ever caught you? Nobody ever seemed to care. These were street kids, remember? They didn't have money or influence or families. Nobody was out looking for them. To be honest, I don't know if anyone ever noticed that they were gone. There's more doors here. Let's go see Marta first. Kick her ass. Marta is just on the other side of this door. However this goes, we're gonna have to move quickly afterwards. If she dies, Harrow will know it. I don't trust her to keep her mouth shut if she leaves. So we take the key to the shrine room, break through the ward, and confront the spirit. Are we clear on that? Okay, I guess that we should look around before we do that. Then we'll come back to this, and there are a few other things I want to check out in the compound first. Yeah. Alright, but we shouldn't take too much time. We need to get that key before Harrow returns. Yeah, let's check this room at least then. You hear voices speaking in low tones throughout the wood on the door. You can't make out the words, but regular choruses of rough laughter tell you that the people on the other side are enjoying themselves. These voices belong to Harrow's acolytes. They'll have some magical training, and they like hurting people. You open that door and we're gonna have to fight on our hands. How do you know they're acolytes? Process of elimination. Initiates aren't allowed in that room. It's one of Harrow's rules. On the rare occasion that an initiate is invited in, he usually doesn't come back out again. What happens in there? Her mouth tightens. It's a sort of lounge for Harrow's inner circle. The acolytes, the bait girls, Harrow's wives. Marta and I used to spend a lot of time in there. Okay, let's walk away then. So is that all? Yeah, and there was somebody through that door and we didn't open it. Okay, let's go kick some Marta ass. Save just in case, like maybe there's a diplomatic solution to Marta. I doubt it, but theoretically could be. Open the door. woman in this room is lovely. Full lips contrast artfully with her fine Elvis features, and a tumble of red hair spills down over her shoulders. Beyond her physical beauty, there's something inherently approachable about her. She exudes an almost palpable aura of kindness and warmth. Martha, Glory's old lover, the lure that Harrow used to draw her, and so many others do Feuerstelle. She looks up with a start at the sound of your approach. Her eyes go wide at the sight of Glory as she shakes in her cyberware. Her mouth falls open in horror. Glory? Yes, Martha, it's me. Glory's voice is cold. It's been a long time. It has. Martha swallows. Horrified look hasn't left her face. Glory, what have you done to yourself? What I have had to do. I got out, Martha. This was the only way. Oh, Glory. All at once the horror of Martha's face is replaced with an expression of profound sorrow. I'm so sorry. Martha steps forward, her arms extended to wrap Glory in a hug. All at once something in Glory's face changes. Her skin goes from pale to pallid, and her breath becomes ragged. She takes a step back and raises her claws into a defensive posture. Her voice frosts over with a cold rage. Don't touch me! You're one of Harrow's creatures. You always were. Martha stops short. One of his creatures, Glory? What are you talking about? You know what she's talking about, Martha. You ruined her life. Her jaw drops open in shock and her cheeks blush red. Her father ruined her life years before we even met. I didn't do anything. If you just left me where you found me, I never would have hurt anybody. My mother would still be alive. I never would have sold my soul to that abomination that you all worship. I wouldn't have had to sacrifice my own body to escape from it. This place took everything from me, and it all started with you. She looks genuinely hurt. Harrow and I rescued you from a life on the street. Beautiful girl, homeless, penniless, living in the gutter. I pulled you away from all that. I saved you. There's a long pause as Glory stares into Martha's eyes, her expression unreadable. I don't feel much anymore, Martha. Most of the time I'm completely numb. But for you, I can make an exception. I hate you. I'm sorry you feel that way, Glory. For my part, I still love you. The razors flick out of Glory's fingertips, tips her lips curl into a snarl. Another lie. The last one you'll ever tell. I don't think she's lying, or at least she doesn't think so. She believes what she's saying. That's because it's true. I prove it to you. The words come stammering out of her. Her eyes are fixed on Glory's razors. Ask me anything you want. I'll show you what I'm telling you is the truth. I never wanted anything bad to happen to you, Glory. Not ever. She wheels to face you. Why are you listening to her? She's just telling you what you want to hear. That's the whole purpose here. Remember, she's bait. Why should we listen to anything she has to say? Knowing how the shrine is affecting her mind might help us, Glory. She fumes at you, but only for a moment. You might be right. Martha looks from you to Glory, a confused expression on her face. Her voice goes quiet. There's nothing wrong with my mind, Glory. I don't even understand what you two are talking about. Of course you don't. She fidgets in agitation. I understand your interest in learning more about this Dragonaut, but we're wasting time. We need that key. If Harrow gets back before we're dealt with the shrine, we're fucked. I don't know. Like, my common sense says that it's doesn't really what's the word? That you, that yeah, we shouldn't trust anything she has to say. But like, I don't know. It's like, you know, on the other hand, like, you know, we are here for story exposition as well. So I don't know. You need to hear what she has to say. If you don't, this is gonna annoy you at you the rest of your life, I guess. No, I don't think so. Her frown turns in just now. What'll gnaw me is knowing that this bitch is still alive, still hurting innocent kids, still too blind to see Harrow for what he really is. As you watch, the hope dies from Marta's eyes. All that you can read in her expression is pain. She swallows hard, exhales, opens her mouth to speak. Then that strange whispering noise fills the back of your skull again. Then muscles of her face relax. All right, Glory, I didn't want this, but you win. Her hands begin to glow. Let me show you what her husband taught me since you disappeared. Okay. Nice. Yes. Yeah, she can also go stabby stabby. And she's dead. Glory stands staring at the red ruin of Marta's body, her eyes flit down to her claws, and an expression of growing horror creeps across her face. You okay, Glory? It takes her a long time to respond. Her voice is choked with long, dormant emotion. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, but it had to be done. She snarls out an answer, her face flushed red. Yes, I know. She was just as bad as Harrow. Killing her was the right thing to do. To your astonishment, you see that her eyes are welling with tears. Glory. All at once, the blood drains from her cheeks. She wipes the water from her eyes with a cold metal hand. Save the consolation speech. I'm over it. Her voice is frigid, dead. She nods in the direction of the shrine room door. We got what we came here for. Let's go finish this. Take the key. Male initiate. You monster! You killed Marta. Couldn't be helped. Harrow is gonna get you, you'll see. Okay, let's go to the shrine. Take a leak on it or something. Let's pee on the shrine. Oh, okay, that was easy. As you step forward, the scintillating red light that streams from the doorway flickers and dies. There is a strange, lurching sensation in your gut, but it clears almost instantly. The door swings open with a touch. That seems to have done it. Glory nods, then reaches into her satchel. Then her hand comes out, clutching a small jar. I'm gonna put a smear of this on your forehead. It's a sort of alchemical balm. Her voice goes quiet. Harrow taught me how to make it. She unscrews the cap from the jar, revealing a pale white ointment. Like, let's put this white ointment on your face. The surface glitters strangely in the dim of light. If you ever wondered where my share of the take from your job has gone, this is the answer. Powdered orichalcum isn't cheap. What does the ointment do? The boundaries between the material world and the astral plane are weak in this place. Things can bleed through. The balm is like a lens. It focuses your perceptions, makes the haze real. She applies a smear of ointment to her forehead. It looks like a glob of glittering white paint. With this, we can deal with the spirit on its own level. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a ton of fun. She dips her finger back into the balm, traces it down your forehead. The ointment feels cool, oily on your skin. Probably not, but it's what we are here for. Harrow Shrine, the spirit trapped inside of it, are standing between us and what we're trying to do, so we deal with them whether we want to or not. She fishes in her bag a second time, pulls out a pair of silver necklaces. A rune-inscribed pendant dangles from each. This will protect your astral self from spiritual possession. Don't take it off while we're dealing with the shrine, whatever you do. Put on the pendant. Got it. Okay, so don't take it off. Glory puts on her own pendant. The necklace glitters slightly against her pale skin. I don't know what's gonna happen when we step into that room, Argonaut. We're playing with forces outside our control. Are you ready to do this? I'll manage. Let's go then. Once you have purified the spirit, we can see about rescuing those kids. Harrow will get away, but we can worry about that later. That's the plan. Let's do it. One last thing before we do this. I have reason to suspect that Harrow isn't real power here anymore. I think that the spirit is. Explain? I think that when Harrow started using his shrine, he handed the spirit trapped inside of it the keys to the kingdom. The bastard might think that he's in charge here, but he isn't. Not anymore. He's a servant, just like everybody else. The only difference is that he doesn't know it. So why does that matter? It matters because it's solid evidence that we're doing the right thing. Even if Harrow does escape, he won't be as much as a threat as we thought he was. I just wanted you to know that. Thanks, now let's do this. Blah 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 blah. Let's go kick some spirit ass. As you approach the shrine, a chorus of high sibilant voices fills the air. The sound is light and airy, but something about it fills you with a bone-deep dread. Welcome home, Glory. Glory's eyes go wide. She opens her mouth to speak, but no sound escapes her. Glory, what? Something slams into you, a wave of intangible force that turns your consciousness inside out and sends shockwaves reverberating through your mind. World lurches, everything goes black. Okay, that didn't seem to go so well. Slowly you begin to stir. Murky, flickering impressions invade the oily stillness of your unconscious mind. The sensations come in waves, washing up over you and jerking you back toward consciousness. You smell acrid smoke and burning meat. The roar of distant flames whispers in your ears. When your eyes flutter open, a dull red glare fills your vision. As you attempt to struggle to your feet, you become dimly aware that the gravity here feels wrong. Everything is heavier than it should be. Slowly the waves grow still and your senses calm. You find yourself staring into an infinite horizon. The blasted ruins of Feuerstelle stretch out in all directions, as far as the eye can see. Is this astral plane? No. Verily she surveys your surroundings. We're someplace else. You're gonna have to be more specific. I don't have answers for you, but there's one thing that I'm sure of. Whatever this place is, the adversary holds sway here. If this is the adversary's domain, wouldn't that make this hell? No, she shakes her head. I don't think it's as simple as that. But the spirit we're hunting is going to be here, right? Yes, should be here somewhere. Okay, we are in hell, but not hell. Okay, this is like a teleport, I presume. Yes. As you step forward, you find yourself gagging. The air in this room is saturated with slaughterhouse smell like blood and bile and feces, stench of an abattoir. Up ahead, you catch sight of something sliding into the world. It looks like a charred man with a pair of tortured faces where its shoulders should be. The thing burns like a Roman candle, spitting white-hot sparks in a fiery plume. An oily substance runs down between its dangling legs and spatters onto the floor, and where those drips land they burn. Behind the creature, a thing lumbers into view, a wall of muscle, sinew, and burning pitch. The thing lurches toward you, leaving a trail of greasy smoke in the wake. Monster thingies. Oh! Hey, that's not nice. Didn't even get a turn yet and you're doing stuff to me. The Seeker has awoken. Okay, we hit at least. Mauler, like the YouTuber. That's how he looks like. Ow, that's not good. Let's see. And let's try kick. Nope. Okay, not the best hit, but I guess it's okay. Nice. Nice hits. Ow. Don't bite me in the ass. Let's go kick Mauler. Come on. Oh, that's nice. Oh, okay. It died. Yeah, after a fight, save. It's just annoying. It takes, like, 10 seconds or something to enter the saving mode. Saving. Oh, more enemies. Guess I should use martial defense and stuff. This is passive. Let's go here. I don't know, Counter-Strike. Damn it. Oh, we have cleave. Finally, there's a chance to use it, and I also, remember to use it. So is this how it works? Well, it doesn't work. Okay, now it worked. That was kind of cool. Oh, hail of bullets, I guess. Oh, come on, man. Okay, at least you hit somebody. Okay, let's try cleave again. Let's cleave again, like we did last summer. Let's cleave again, like we did last year. What if we go... Let's try to kick it. We'll be trying to kick Mauler, so... Hey, let's... Useless. How can it be so useless? Well, let's try this fancy attack. See, they do nothing. The chasing charge, okay, that can hit more dudes. So, okay, at least we hit. Now it's taking some damage, so it's gonna die before the heat death of the universe or something. Okay, nice hit. Let's try to kick. Nope. It's impossible to hit with that crap attack. Should I? I guess let's heal. Yep. Alright, we did some healing. Might be the first time we healed outside of combat. Is this the shrine? Yes, looks looks like it. The thing hovering before you is hideous. Its broad chest is jacketed in scale-like patches of burning coal, and its many sets of antlers shimmer with heat. It smells like barn fires, wood smoke, burning fur, and blackening bodies. The spirit inclines its head towards Glory and spreads its arms in welcome. Glory, welcome, child. It speaks in a chorus of clear, lifting voices. You don't hear them as much as feel them. The sensation is strange, like hundreds of butterflies fluttering in your chest. Yeah, I can't voice act that. What a pleasure it is to see you again. Glory steps forward, trepidation on her face, standing before the towering form of the spirit. She looks frail and small. She takes a deep breath, stills herself, and speaks. I know what you were, spirit, before the adversary twisted you, before Harrow bound you into this rock. She drops a hand to the satchel at her side. I can help you be that again. All that you need to do is let me. The spirit chuckles, a strange warbling sound that sends a shiver down your spine. We are not in need of help. We are our great master's servant, just as Harrow is, just as you are, despite your misguided attempt to cut away his love from your heart. The voices in your head soften, become sad, but the fluttering in your chest turns ugly. The buzzing wing of swarm of blowflies. Okay. You have mangled yourself beyond repair, and you did it to spite him, he who was your greatest benefactor. You betrayed him, child, but he loves you all the same. Cut the shit, spirit. We all know what your master's love does to people. Slowly, terribly, the spirit begins to turn. You can hear the crack and pop of splintering vertebrae as its enormous head shifts on its shoulders. It fixes its cadaverous gaze on you. Your friend, this outsider, slanders our great master, but we take no offense. His words are like the babble of a newborn babe. He is ignorant to the truth. The spirit inclines his head toward you. If the noise continues, we will teach him, and the babble will cease. Glory shoots you a sidelong glance. She mouths out a word. Don't. I have a message for you from our great master. He has a gift for you, a peace offering, one that he offers freely, a sign of his continued affection for you. He knows that you desire his servant's destruction. As a symbol of his love, he will grant you the power to bring an end to Harrow. He knows that you wish to free the children of Firestella. As a sign of his compassion, he will help you set them free. You can have everything you want, child, all of this and more. Remain silent. That's a nice pitch, Spirit, but you neglected to mention the price. The spirit leans towards her, clasping its hands. This will cost you nothing, a simple gesture, a trifle, show of good faith. If you demonstrate your love for him, he will reward you beyond your wildest dreams. Remove the protective ward from your neck, and his gift is yours for the taking, yours forevermore. I don't think so, Spirit. We came here to rescue the children of Firestella. That's what we're gonna do. That's right. She dips a hand into her satchel and produces a ceremonial dagger. The blade shimmers eerily in the light. And after we purified you, you're gonna help us do it. Okay. The spirit cackles. Very well, child. If pain is what you seek, we'll bring it to you. Beneath its leathery skin, the thing's bones begin to shift, straining against the ligaments and tendons that bind them. A hideous cracking sound fills the air as its skeleton splinters and pops. Ooh. As you watch, the spirit's body begins to rupture. Great lesions open up in the creature's chest and back. Its rib cage cracks from some horrible internal pressure. The spirit's chest heaves, and a foul liquid pours from the ribs in its flesh. A flash of light stabs your eyes, and then your vision clears. You find 3 identical spirits floating before you. Death comes in many forms, child. The fluttering sensation in your chest grows into a rasping pain that steals the breath from your lungs. It feels like you're being eaten alive. Yours will be swift and brutal. Maybe I think the counter attack might be good because there's many enemies. Okay, how can we kick this guy? Is it possible to hit with that attack? I don't know if I've ever... Oh, okay. So that was an illusion. A figure materializes out of shadow. The form is wispy and insubstantial, a projection of a man. Scaramouche, distorted by distance. His silhouette ripples like a flag in the wind. Through the haze, you can see his face. He is more beautiful than handsome, with sculpted features and an unnaturally youthful complexion. His expression is sad. Harrow. Glory. The voice is deep but faint and marred by echoes. It sounds as if he's shouting from the far end of a long tunnel. You shouldn't have come here. I was content to let you live out your life in peace. I've come out to put an end to this place, Harrow. This place, your pathetic, sickening cult. I don't want to kill you, Glory, and I won't unless you force my hand. The flickering silhouette spreads its arms wide. Ask me for my protection. I will usher you out of this place. You can leave Feuerstadt in peace if you ask me politely. I might even let your friend live with you. I won't abandon your victims here, Harrow, not again. I'm gonna burn this place to the ground. My only regret is that you aren't here in person to burn it. Projection of Harrow's eyes. Fight then, very well. The air all around him begins to pulse with scintillating bursts of color. His rippling, transparent form glows with heat from within. You brought this upon yourself. Okay. Nice damaging hit. Oh, damn it, I cannot use Counter-Strike anymore. Okay. He's gone. Oh, hail of bullets, I guess. Alright, so this is the real one. No? Okay. So, okay. I see how it is. Okay, so I guess I should use... No, I cannot use the hail of bullets again, not right now. Can I... Yeah, it's just double attack, or triple attack, whatever it is. Ow. Let's go here. Send her here, do a bit of healing. Okay, that was an illusion. Oh, and that guy appeared as well. He's just running away. Well, we can use cleave now. Right, so this is the real McCoy. Damn it. Time to kick. Hey, finally, we hit the kick. Oh, Nice. Can we... No. Cannot use hail of bullets yet. How about other is like within? No. Okay. Oh, so this is the real McCoy again. Nope. Use martial defense. Nope. You silly man. He's got deflect incoming damage. Crap. So I wonder how long it lasts. Guess let's try to use these bullet thingies. I guess we have to get rid of this guy. Okay, now he's dead. Nice. Kick. Seal with a kick. Nice. Kick did something. It's better than the goggles. Weakened, the spirit's form flickers and sparks. The burning coals that cling to its body fall off in clumps, and its searing antlers begin to cool. The chorus of lifting voices warbles and shrieks as its body transmogrifies into something else. Through the haze, you can see Harrow's eyes go wide. At once, his rippling silhouette begins to fade back into the shadows whence it came. His body becomes insubstantial. Go ahead and run, you fucking coward. Run back to the real world and whatever hole you crawled out of, we'll catch you. Shadows in the shape of a man smile back at you. The distance in his voice has increased. It sounds like he is shouting from miles away. I don't think so. You don't even know what the real me is, Glory. Oh, don't worry. We'll find you. We are good at that sort of thing. The projection flashes you a condescending grin. Believe whatever you like, fool. Sorry, just moving around the chat somewhere. Yes, all right. So believe what you like, fool. I won't do any good. Years from now, I'll still be doing what I do, and you will have accomplished nothing. Go ahead, Harrow. Try to set up another cult. You won't get far before I hunt you down. The projection chuckles. The sound is thin and hollow. You know better than that, but nothing makes me happier than the sound of you lying to yourself. Goodbye, Glory. The shadow slowly dissipates. Harrow is gone. Son of a bitch. The Glory continues staring for a long moment at the spot where the projection of Harrow vanished. Her expression is unreadable. Slowly she turns away. The spirit's writing form continues its transformation. Twisted claws buckle, break, and reform. Charred bone begins to heal. The bonfire stench of it slowly dies away, replaced by an array of more pleasant smells: oaken pine and mineral oil, rustic feast and mulled wine. As it cools, Spirit raises his head. Its body is as shaky as a newborn foal's. What's happening to us? What have we done? You did what the adversary wanted you to do. Use your imagination. But we couldn't have. You don't get to run from this. You've committed unspeakable acts, Spirit, loathsome, unforgivable crimes. You have corrupted children, turned them into killers. You've been a party to violence, torture, and the desecration of corpses. You created monsters. Spirit cringes, shaking its great head from side to side. It doesn't speak, but a low rumbling sound emanates from somewhere deep within its chest. Unpleasant to think about. But you have the Spirit. You can't run from what you've done. Your actions are part of you, whether you like it or not. The rumbling sound turns into tormented howl. The noise conjures images of mourning mothers and caged animals, screeching orphans and dying men. It is a sound of pure, unmitigated despair. Glory takes a step forward toward the giant creature. Listen to me, Spirit. I need your help. We are here to rescue the cultists of Feuerstelle, the street kids whose minds you touched. We are getting them out of here before the adversary can do to them what it did to you. The Spirit stares at Glory for a long moment. Finally, it dips its head in a nod. Yes, we will help you. Good, now get out of those kids' minds. We have already done so. The cultists of Feuerstelle are themselves again. The Spirit bows its head. We wish to do more. We have much to atone for, as you said. Go ahead, we won't stop you. No, but the stone will. We are still bound to this shrine, anchored here. We can do nothing without your help. Tell us what you need us to do. We need an appropriate vessel to carry us out of the rock, something touched by magic, but more dead than alive. It dips his head. Do you have anything that can help us? Gingerly she reaches up and wraps a hand around the protective ward that hangs around her neck. Yes, I think that I do. Bad idea, Glory. I don't trust this thing. I do, Argonaut. I trust it implicitly. The single motion she snaps the chain, the pendant falls to the floor. After all, it and I are very much alike. The heart of Feuerstelle towers its eyeless head, then traces an elaborate gesture into the air. A warm glow envelops it, and similar glow spills from Glory. There's a bright flash, and the Spirit is gone. Glory, are you okay? Slowly she rises, she looks you in the eye, a quizzical expression on her face. I can feel it, the Spirit. It's bound to me now. So what does that mean for us? Can the Spirit help us, like it said? See for yourself. She raises an arm and you feel a burst of warmth and comfort in your chest. It wants to help people, to heal them. It wants redemption, just like I do. Together, maybe we'll find it. Behind your eyes, your vision starts to twist. It feels as though you're being turned inside out. Time to go. The Spirit's linked to the adversary severed. This entire reality is falling apart. See you in the real world, Glory. Yeah, she offers you a grateful smile. See you there. Or will we? Will we? Slowly you swim back to consciousness, struggling to your feet, and find Glory already standing and alert. I can feel them. The Spirit set them free, but they're trapped somewhere here in the complex. The initiates, you mean? Yes, and others. She surveys the room, worried expression on her face. We need to find them and get them out of here. The connection between this compound and wherever we were is breaking down. As that place disintegrates, more and more things are spilling through. Like rats fleeing a sinking ship. She nods. Yeah, and it's only a matter of time before Feuerstelle is consumed too. Look in the corner there. You can already see it happening. I'll take your word for it. Let's move. Let's go free the cult members. Oh, it's burning, so we cannot open this door. Initiates are, yeah, here. Oh, there's rubble, clear rubble. Okay, was that easy? As you kick the door open and stumble forward into the room, you find yourself surrounded by a sea of teenage faces. Initiates and acolytes huddled together and trembling, with the spirit's influence cleared from their minds. Their swagger is gone. They look frightened and lost, like kids who've had their security blankets torn away. Glory, is that you? The acolyte in his early 20s, close to Glory's age, his eyes are wide with astonishment. You don't know me, but I was a new initiate back when you lived here, when you were... She cuts in, but her voice is gentle. Yes, it's me. Come on, we're taking you to safety, someplace far away from here. A scrawny teenager in a ratty coat stares at Glory's chrome, his mouth hanging slack. His voice cracks when he speaks. What happened to you? Your arms? Something that you'll never need to worry about. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. Couldn't have put it better myself. Come on, people. We're taking you someplace safe. Okay? The Kreutz Bazaar. You head your way through the trees of the Schönbuck forest, tracing your way back to the thicket where you and Glory hit the van. The inferno that consumed Feuerstelle is spreading, and the conflagration casts the forest around you in a sinister orange light. The heat at your back is intense, unbearable. Far ahead, Glory blazes a trail for you to follow, shredding the foliage in her path. The liberated initiates teeter on the edge of panic as they struggle to keep pace behind you. The fire is moving fast, but you're faster. As Glory helps the last of the kids into the van, you put the vehicle in gear and punch the accelerator. Burning ruin of Feuerstelle recedes into the distance, a glowing speck in the rear view mirror. The peace and safety of the Kreutz Bazaar lie ahead. Two karma. Come on, fuck you, game. Only two karma. I shouldn't have saved anybody. Worthless. Or do we have to talk more to the Glory, like to finish the quest properly? Doggo, pet the doggo. Can we save, please? Okay, you posted some pay data here last time. Can I get that? Do we have new pay data? Nope. Do we have payment as technology DNA donor list? Yeah, we got like 540 bucks. Glory stands, an introspective look on her face at the sound of your approach. She turns to face you. She nods at you. Thank you for your help at Feuerstelle. I couldn't have done it without you. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to talk with you about that. After the things we saw in there, I'm not surprised. Go ahead, Argonaut. I'm listening. Harrow got away just like you said he would. She frowns. Yes, and he's already putting distance between himself and the Schönbuck forest. How do you want to go about tracking him? Finding Harrow is gonna be a full-time job. I can't track him down while we still have Great Dragon hanging over our heads. After we dealt with Vauclair and the Firewing, I'll devote myself wholeheartedly to finding that bastard and finishing this. But for now, we need to keep our eyes on the road ahead. What did you wind up doing with the cultists that we rescued? Did you send them to Samuel? No. He has enough to worry about keeping the people of Kreuzbazaar safe. Those kids we rescued, they've been damaged by Harrow's philosophies. They can get better, but it's gonna take time. Trying to integrate them into our society too quickly would be dangerous. So where did they go? I took them to the talisman at Algernon. He said that he knew a place where they could get help. It won't be easy for them or quick, but they'll get better in time. You looked distraught when Mother died. How are you holding up? Her expression clouds. As well as can be expected. My feelings on this are complicated. I don't want to push you on this if you don't want to talk about it. No, it's okay. I should talk about this. Running from it won't help anything. She looks away. A part of me still loved her, I think, but the rest hated her for what she represented. Am I ultimately sorry that she's dead? Yes, killing her brought me no joy, but on the other hand, I'm not sure that what the alternative would be. Say nothing. There was a new definition of the term damaged goods. I can't even imagine the amount of psychological trauma she'd be carrying around if she were alive today. It would take her years to recover. In that time, she'd still be dangerous. All in all, it's probably better that things turned out the way they did. That's what I keep telling myself, anyway. That answers all my questions. Thanks for taking time to talk. Anytime. Thanks again. Blah, blah, blah. So we don't get any more experience. Fuck you. Waste of life. Then I guess it's time to do the Alice job finally. Back when we took on humanities, you said that you fought in Night of Raids. I'd like to hear more about that. He nods, then fishes in his jacket pocket for a flask. Alright, boss, we can talk about it. So I already mentioned that Berlin punks and anarchists joined forces to fight off the racists, right? After a long bloody fight, we beat them. What I didn't mention is how I figured into all of this. I'm an anarchist at heart, always have been, but at the time I was fit squarely into the punk camp. I was 32 at the time. Messerkampf, I was still touring, not as much as we did when we were kids, but we still have a following. I guess I was sort of an elder statesman for the scene. When we rallied to fight the racists, my followers came along for the ride, bunch of young kids, full of piss and vinegar and the immortality of youth. I was full of that good old Dragon Slayer spirit, pissed off and itching for a fight, so I let those kids into the fray. They waded into the riot right alongside me, yelling and screaming with their fists in the air. I don't remember a whole lot of the fight itself, boss, but I do remember the aftermath. A lot of the kids that followed me had grown up listening to my music. They all had my attitude Argonaut, but none of them had my magic, and youthful enthusiasm is no defense against knife and a handgun. I left the punk scene for all the reason I told you, boss, but there was a bigger reason. I saw it in those kids' broken bodies. This road that I'm on, it leads to the grave. I've got the power to make it a leisurely trip. But make no mistake, that's where I'm headed. Those kids tried to follow in my footsteps and they wound up sprinting ahead of me instead. Better for me to stay out of the public eye and stick to the shadows. My stint as a role model is ill-advised. Have you put any thought into what I said earlier? What did I say? Yeah, boss, I have. It's an interesting idea, but there are risks. I'm thinking that this might not be the best of time to approach him about it. He's the source of my magic, remember. If our discussion turned into an argument, he could take all that magic back in a heartbeat, and then where would we be? From what you told me about the Dragon Slayer, I don't think he'd like the way you're talking. Since when has he ever encouraged you to back down from a fight? You got a point there, boss. He wouldn't want me to back down, ever, not even from him. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'll ask a Dragon Slayer about these shifting priorities, I guess you'd say. taking on some deserving organization. Call it off the hunt for something more impressive than the firing. Of course, a fight like that would never really end. I'm never gonna bring down a corp or a polyclub all on my lonesome. He shrugs. But maybe that's not a bad thing. I take a lot of the guesswork out of life. I don't know, boss. If you have any thoughts about this, I'd like to hear them. If you want big and bad, how about Seder Group? They're the biggest corporation in the world, and they're led by an honest-to-God dragon. Well, that's certainly thinking big. Give me a second, I'll ask. Closes his eyes, concentrates, minutes pass, slowly a smile creeps across his face. Dietrich opens his eyes, turns to face you. Yeah, I think he'd like the plan just fine. That was it? That was all it took? The Dragon Slayer doesn't mince word, boss. If he didn't like the plan, he would have told me. Dietrich's grin widens. He looks more at ease than you've ever seen him. Well, boss, I got myself a plan. New target to boot. That's assuming, of course, that any of us make it through our current predicament alive. You know, Dietrich, now that you've got a handle on the connection with the Dragon Slayer, you could probably reach out to your old community again. Berlin's punks could benefit from your experience. He nods. Yeah, boss, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe I could give back a bit, fix some of the damage I caused in my misspent youth, after we finish dealing with the crisis in front of us, that is. It's a good thought anyway, keep it in mind. Okay, fine. I guess I should talk to my other party members to see if they have anything interesting. Dragonfall, what can I do for you? We should talk about what happened with the engineer. Agreed, I'm ready to go over this if you are. So the engineer was working for a secret society. I wasn't expecting that. Neither was I. She frowns. Part of me is still having trouble believing it, but it's true. Yuli wasn't lying. I could see it in his eyes. Have you been able to do any digging on winter nights? No, there just isn't much reliable information out there. Whoever these guys are, they're very good at information control. None of my contacts could find anything but rumor and conjecture. Most of that is too crazy to even consider. How crazy are we talking here? Completely insane. Stories about magical nukes and the end of the world. Fenris, shamans, Ragnarok, that kind of thing. She shakes her head. Like I said, nuts. There are a lot of crazy things going on in this world. That doesn't mean they're not real. She nods slowly. Yes, there are, and no, it doesn't. But this is just too far for me to accept. It's far more likely that they release these stories themselves to throw people off or whatever they're really doing. Anyway, we stopped them cold in Shuttlnest. Whatever their business is, whatever was going to be in those crates that the engineer was having shipped there, it isn't our problem anymore. Kreuzbazaar is safe, on that front at least. I hope you're right. Chin up, fearless leader. We did good back there. Beside which, we still have a dragon to worry about. When I left that room to search for clues, the engineer told you something that pushed you over the edge. Her eyes narrowed. That son of a bitch said a lot of things. What of it? What do you think? I want to know what he told you. With all due respect, that's none of your business, Argonaut. I don't want to fight you on this, Iger. If this is too personal for you, we can drop it. She nods slowly. Yeah, that'd be the best. So, is there something else you wanted to talk about? If so, if you have any other concerns, then voice them. You said thought you could reverse engineer that pulse grenade that you pulled from the engineer. Any luck with that? Yeah, actually, it wasn't too difficult to pull that thing apart and see what made it tick. She smiles. Making one of my own was a different story, but I got it in the end. She reaches into the desk, grabs a cylindrical object, gently she lifts it up and hands it to you. It's the newest addition to my arsenal. I call it the voltaic grenade. It's based on the same principles as the Russian pulse grenade, but a few tweaks of my own. Nice, you said this thing's designed for crowd control. Originally, yeah, mine has a lot more bite though. I bumped at the amperage quite a bit. When that thing goes off, it both shut down nervous system and cook the organs of anyone in its blast radius. Hand back the grenade. Sounds nasty. She nods and tucks the weapon back into her desk. It is. You wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of one of these. For now, I only managed to make one voltaic grenade. They aren't the easiest things in the world to manufacture or the cheapest. She nods thoughtfully, but I should be able to scrounge up enough raw materials to put a new one together between each run. So you'll only have one per run. That's right, fearless leader. If I use the right situation, that one could turn the tide of an otherwise unwinnable firefight. Hey, I take it. Can we talk about something else? I don't have anywhere to be. If you have questions, ask away. Okay, that's all. Okay. Let's still talk to Blitz. I don't really wanna, but like, hey, we got a grenade out of her, so can we get something out of Blitz still? Blitz is clearly still in as tense as ever. The table in front of him is littered with cigarette butts, and there's an enormous mug of soy calf cradled in his hands. He looks up to you with a turgid grin. Hey, Chief, what can I do for you? Nothing much, Lucas. Hey, I got something for you. Really? What is? He straightens, his eyes go wide. Wait a second. How do you know that name? I found a message waiting in my inbox. It was directed to you. He swallows hard. Who was this message from? Emily. He stares at you for a moment, uncomprehensive. Wait, what? You got a message from Emily? Yep. He blinks. Well, let's hear it. She says she's alright. She also says that she is, and I quote, proud of you for not being an idiot. She also says that she'll be in touch when she can. As you speak, a genuine smile spreads across Blitz's face. He nods when you finish. Well, Chief, I guess you were right. Of course I was. I'm always right. He smirks. I'll do my best to remember that from now on. You're ready to leave this behind you and concentrate on your work? Here's a hint. The correct answer is yes. Yeah, boss. No more digging around. No more fishing expeditions. When Emily is ready to come back, she'll come back. I get that now. Good. Okay. I guess we've had enough blah 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 with those. So finally, yes. Okay, let's talk to Paul, Amsel in distress. Yeah, I'm ready to go. See Alice. Paul, give me the password. Are you absolutely sure? Yeah. So, rename wait, I have to check one more thing. Like, we still have, we haven't gotten level 6. I wonder if it's still possible to get it during the job, because it's probably, a few different dungeons, quote unquote. Excellent. The password is Volklingen. People's Klingon. Once you are en route to the rabbit hole with the funds for Alice's payment, I will cancel the team's remaining obligations. Understood. I have to say, Dragonfall, this lifts an enormous weight off my shoulders. When Monica brought you on board, I was initially unsure about you. I would never have said that to anyone else, of course, but I kept you under a watchful eye. I can see now that I needn't have doubted her judgment. She chose her successor well. Now please, go fetch the information from Alice. He claps a hand on your shoulder. We're one step closer to surviving this mess. Famous last words. So, wait. Do I still have to, like, get the thing from here? Like, Alice Fund. Transfer. Klingen. No, it's 1K. The funds disappear from your account. Moments later, the message pops up on the screen. Transfer complete. Sitting in its dock in the keyboard, a green LED blooms to life on Alice's cred stick. The trigger has been pulled. The rabbit hole awaits. Let's go meet Alice. I'm the White Rabbit. Bleh. The White Rabbi. Travel to Rabbit Hole at the Ulster Spandau U-Bahn station to retrieve Alice's data. Down the rabbit hole. Tiny cred stick feels heavy in your pocket, fat with the weight of hard-won new yen. The U-Bahn station swallows you up and sends you hurtling down the rabbit hole, towards Alice, towards the information you bled for. Train pulls to a stop and the doors hiss open to the dark old platform. With luck, answers lie ahead. Let's go see the toilet if there's anything new. No new graffiti or anything cool. Alice's console stands alone against the filthy wall of the U-Bahn platform. The colorful sprites that flicker across the screen stand in sharp contrast to the surrounding grime. Insert Alice's payment into the machine. The cred stick poured in the machine greedily accepts your payment. You watch as the black plastic of the cred stick case disappears into the console. Moments later, a message swings onto the screen. Like, nah, thanks for the money. I'm not gonna give you any info. Argonaut. Couldn't wait for you any longer. Something is tracking me, something terrible. Need to get out of town, go dark for a while. If you're smart, you will too, but deal's a deal. When you punch the flashing button on the console, it spits out an optical chip with your information. Take my advice, whatever this Vauclair business is to you, drop it and run. And for God's sake, Argonaut, stay out of the Matrix. It isn't safe. Alice. The message fades on the screen and a button on the console begins to flash. Press the button. You can hear the whine of motor spinning up in the arcade cabinet's guts. With a smooth mechanical motion, a generic brand optical chip slides out of the payment port in front of you. Abruptly, the screen goes black, the console powers down. The optical chip sits in its cradle, waiting for you to take it. Take the chip. The instant that the chip leaves its cradle, the machine reboots itself. You are again alone. Is somebody gonna attack? As you settle in for your trip back to Kreuzbazar, you can feel the rest of the world compartmentalize and fall away. No more distractions, just you, the train, and the optical chip. It sits in your pocket like a hot stone, impossible to ignore. The train ramps up to speed, filling the air with a monotonous electric whir. The sound is soft and low and urgent, like the droning wings of an enormous insect. It'd be soothing if you weren't occupied with other matters. All at once, the monotony is broken, your PDA is buzzing. A quick glance at the screen tells you that you are receiving a call, that Paul Amsel is on the other end. Answer. Hit the receive button on your PDA. One look at the grainy image that blossoms to life on the screen is enough to tell you that something has gone terribly wrong. The strangled sounds of panicked breathing punch through your PDA's tiny speakers. In the image window, you can see the outlines of figures silhouetted against backdrop of Amsel's shop. The view rotates, bringing them towards the center of the frame. The image sharpens. In the center of the screen stands an enormous orc in battle armor, a hand cannon leveled at something just out of frame. His face is a shiny mat of grafted tissue, his smile like something out of a nightmare. Paul! The orc doesn't respond. You don't hear your own echo over Amsel's microphone either, but he must have muted the volume on your end of the conversation. You watch powerless as the orc's grin widens. The frantic breaths that you hear coming from off-screen increase in frequency. From off-screen you hear Amsel's frantic voice. Aldrin, please! Tell me what this is all about. What are our Firewing's plans? You're gonna kill me anyway. Don't send me to the grave without... The stomach Your stomach drops as the gun bucks and roars in the orc's hand. Your view on the PDA pitches wildly, then comes to a sudden stop with a violent cracking sound. A burst of static floods the screen. Moments later, a dark shape falls into view with equivalent force. You hear the unmistakable sound of bone crunching against hardwood. The camera auto-adjusts, and the dark shape swims into focus. You're staring into and through the dripping, cavernous ruin of what was once a human head. The remnants of the face that remain are enough to confirm that what your gut already knows. The body on the screen is that of Paul Amsel in distress. Well, not anymore. More like Paul in deadness. From out of frame, far away, you can hear another voice, a woman young from the sound of it with a military cadence. What now, sir? Now we press our advantage. Jam their comms, Ortega. The sound of hurried motion receded into the background. All right, remember, people, Amsel was the brains of the operation, but the rest will put up lot more fight. Flood them out, take them down, one by one. Another voice chimes in, a young man this time. Sir, look at Amsel's wrist, the PDA. I think it's recording. God fucking damn it. You hear the roar of another gunshot, the screen goes dark. The vision streams and the screen on your PDA seems to fade away. The impact of what you've just witnessed hammers you into the gut over and over again. Amsel is dead. Kreutz Bazaar is under attack, and it's entirely possible that an ambush party is already waiting to meet you at the U-Bahn platform. So yeah, as I remember, there's gonna be an attack at the end of the game at the Kreutz Bazaar, and I think our actions sort of determines what sort of defenses we have, but I wasn't expecting it to happen yet. Whatever your attackers have planned, you won't be able to do much about it from here. The train is speeding toward the Kreutz Bazaar station, no more stops between you and the enemy. Nothing to do but prepare yourself and wait. Let's combat. Oh, there's Aiga. Aiga. The barrel of Aiga's rifle swings upward. She emerges from cover, turning to face you. About time you showed up. The light plays off Aiga's face like a street light on a rain-slick asphalt. Her face, neck, chest are sheeted in slick dark liquid. Blood, a lot of blood. Jesus, you're a mess. Bastard came at me with a knife. Aiga wipes her mouth with the back of her hand. Under the circumstances, maintaining my personal cleanliness wasn't a top priority. Besides, with a jerk, she hoists a corpse up from behind the makeshift barricade. A young man, maybe in his early 20s, his eyes frozen in wide surprise. What's left of his throat hangs down the ragged flaps. The other guy looks worse. Good God. God gave me tasks for a reason. I don't think he'll mind that I use them. Did you meet with Alice? Do you have our information? Yeah, I got it. An optical chip. We have to use my mission computer to open it. Whatever's on that chip, these bastards don't want us to read it. All the more reason to do exactly that, after we put the rest of them to the ground, that is. They killed Paul, I saw it. Aiga's expression hardens. Yeah, I know. He had all us patched on our call. We saw what happened. I figured they'd try to ambush you on the platform, ventilate the train, take you out, cut off the potential escape route in the process. She shrugs. Is what I would do, so I hightailed out of there, set an ambush of my own. Good thinking. Thanks. I think my son woke up. I probably have to do another milk run, but so I'll be right back. But I have to go do stuff. right back for now. Boiling some water. Anyway, that's enough talk. We got a job to do. Iga swings her rifle up and over her shoulder. There are unknown number of hostiles topside. They're well equipped, decently trained, and hell-bent on killing us. Last I heard, Glory was on the northern end of town. Dietrich was getting out coffee when all hell broke loose. Let's go get him. Let's go hunting. +1 action points. Your experience has increased your ability to operate in dangerous situations. Okay. Baddies. Mage. Yeah, let's just be the mage there. Yep, it's there. Wait, there's a doggy or something. Nice hit. So this is Dante, I guess. My doggo. Okay, good hit. Nice. Ow. Thanks, Dante. It's like we turn around like, Dante, WTF you doing, man? Something ahead of you lets out a low rumbling growl from the shadows, primarily a sound that echoes from the snowy streets. It steps into the light. Dante. Even from this distance you can feel the heat radiating from the enormous dog's body. Locks eyes with you and you can see the fire burning within them. He takes a step forward toward you, hackles raised, but it wasn't like a surprise. He fought with us and damaged me. But I'll be right back. I have to go do the milk run. Again. So in 3 minutes have to go get the milk because it should be warm enough. Forgot to mention, fearless leader, your dog's acting funny. What the hell happened to him? Beats me. I caught sight of him on the way down to the barn platform and he looked normal enough. And one of these bastards took a shot at him and winged him. Big mistake. Dante got mad, real mad. Started shaking and twitching, and I saw fire in his eyes. He was on the guy before I could blink. Few seconds later, the shooter was red smear on the sidewalk, and Dante looked like this. Dante, come, we have willpower 4. Dante stands his ground, resolute, defiant, his jaws part, his throat begins to pulse, his mouth glows as if stuffed with burning coals. No, Dante, come. You can see the dog struggle to obey him. He makes a sound that's not quite a whimper. Slowly the wind begins to shift and he sniffs the air, looking from you to Iga, back to you. Acknowledgement washes across his face. His expression softens. His ears stand back up. You could swear that you see him smile. Dante takes his place by your side. Good to go. And whatever he is, I'm glad he's on our team. Let's find the others. Are we injured still because of his attack? We are, I think. Thanks, Dante. Safe house. Let's go up here first. Glory is supposed to be here, right? Oh, find Glory, alright. So we get to control Dante, yes. Let's see. Let's get a bit closer, but I should go check the milk. Be right back. Okay, now he has the milk, and I get to fight. What's this? Rip armor. I guess. Let's just go bite him in the ass. Nice. shot him in the balls and he's almost dead. Nice. Yes. Nice. I guess. Attack the conjurer. Nice. Oh, Overwatch. Okay. And the useless kick that actually managed to hit twice or something. See, it's useless like I told you. Ow. Ouch. Oh, there's a bad guy there. I had no idea. Nice. I can try rip armor. I don't know how much armor he has. Ooh, -4 AP. Okay. Nice. Nope. It's got a cover. Okay, nice hit. Very nice. Okay, let's go find Dietrich. Oh, baddies. Over here, boss. Wait, why do we have only one movement? Shoot the mage. No. Shoot him. Yes, that's good. Oh, nice hit. Any other enemies here? Okay, maybe I can't use it. Not enough enemies or something. Oops. Nice hit. Let's try this. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, there's a baddie there. Let's try to snipe this guy. 95%. You missed. Okay. You patch things up though. Let's go kick this guy. Let's try one of these. Nice. Okay, that did damage. Ooh, very nice. Splat. Ooh. Sorry. Glad to see you all made it here alive. Dietrich straightens, his joints cracking under the strain. He takes a step in your direction, his expression grim. Listen, boss, we got problems. I saw a group of these jackasses peel off a few minutes ago. They made a beeline for the sewers. They were carrying bombs to Argonaut. Can't say what yield, but they looked big. Unless you fancy a living crater, I'd suggest we hightail it down there. Where the hell is Blitz? He took off with Malit. Said something about jamming the attacker's comms. Don't worry about them. We gotta deal with those bombs. Okay, let's go to the sewers. There should be the ghouls there. Hopefully they can actually help us. Door has been boarded shut. Makes sense. Who's this? Are they baddies? Okay, they are. God damn it. See. Nice. Not so nice. 99% and dead. Is this mercenary? Good hit. so I guess we can bite this guy in the ass. Or not. Yeah, let's go kick this guy. Oh, it actually hit. Okay, nice. Ooh, one turn to kill them all, and in the darkness bind them. We are efficient. Efficient like an alien entomologist or something. Beneath the Kreuzpasa, you and your team descend into the sewers, footsteps echoing off of the damp stone walls. You barely notice the smell. There's no time to waste. Ordran's team of mercenaries is down here somewhere, racing to plant their explosive charges beneath the keats. The fate of the Kreuzpasa is in your hands. Kill mercenaries and deactivate their bombs. Makes sense. Speediness. Oh, 11 rounds until bombs explode. Okay, so there's one bomb there. Is that it? And there are many guys here. But there's a ghoul. A friendly ghoul. I do believe. Wait, there's... No, I think we have to go, yeah, that way. We can't just march over there. So yeah, this is the closest bomb. Martial defense. I guess just we are on a timer here. Okay, good. Ouch. Okay. Let's go here. Let's try to breathe on them. Nope. Too slow. Oh, okay. How did we... Interesting way of shooting, but whatever. Yeah, we can use her multi-attack stuff. Come on. At least one shot hit. This is better than nothing. Yes, let's go cleave. Nice cleave. Oh, nice. Oh. Okay, I like the backstab on that guy. that's diffused. Guess I go have a look if there's anything inside here. Nope. Astride might be useful. There's a guy over there. Run, run, run. Or should I guess I should actually split the party a bit. Yeah, maybe these guys can go this way. Wait, how can we? No, actually, damn it, we have to go this way. Alright, there's the bridge. I'm glad that they are not good at hitting. Let's see. Nice. Okay, very nice. No, damn it, that's not good for me. Oh, okay, that guy opened the door. Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. here. And then you can open the door. We have the fancy grenade. Can we? It's not that good like the... Ooh, nice hit. Counter-Strike. Not sure if it's gonna be any useful at all, but maybe. Wait, is that a ghoul? Okay, that's good. Where are you going? What are you doing, you stupid ghoul? Okay, there's another one at least. Yeah, the ghouls seem kinda dumb. That guy. Okay, let's just go bite him. Very good. He's out. How about this guy? Alright, very nice. You can go defuse the bomb, I hope. Yes. Then, ooh, kick the guy. Now the ghoul is in the way. Let's see how it works out. Okay, it did something. This was the fancy new grenade. This is the conjurer. Okay, nice. Oh, okay, there was a guy there. I guess we can defuse the bomb since we are just here. Go up, up, up. And doggo time. How far can the doggo go? Just here. Nice. Only hit the ghoul. Well, where is this guy going? Okay, good. Yes, he's dead. Very nice hit. Okay, very good. Oh, yeah, we could summon something there, but alas, our shaman was too far away. Come on, stupid ghouls, don't be so useless. Okay, that's all of them. The ghoul said something nice to us, but I couldn't even see because it was off screen. Alright, let's get back to the bazaar. I guess that's still the last boss. I don't think we're gonna be fighting the big armored orc yet. Or if we are, he's gonna, run away before we get to kill him. You emerge from the foulness of the sewers only to be met with the equally dark stains of cordite and death. Although you saved the Kiet, it is far from unharmed. The residents wander the streets dazed, holding their wounds, tending to others, observing the damage. The look in their eyes tells the story. The illusion of safety has been shattered. You enter Paul Amsel's trade emporium already knowing what you'll find there. The knowledge doesn't make the discovery any easier. Once again, the team gathers around Paul Amsel, but tonight he has no more missions to offer and no more advice to give. His body lies motionless on the hardwood, cooling in the night air. The ruin on his face has been hidden under the burlap tarp. For several minutes, nobody speaks. Finally, Dietrich steps forward. I think we should say something about Paul. There's another moment of silence, then Tiger speaks up. I'll go. Tiger brings herself to attention, stares straight ahead. Paul Amsel was an important member of this team, and he supported us well. He said what he was going to do, and he did it. That's rare. That's worthy of respect. She looks down at the body. There's a long pause before she speaks again. Thank you, Paul Amsel, for everything. Another pause. Her voice softens. I was out of position when they came for you. I couldn't save you, I'm sorry. The others shift uncomfortably, not knowing what to say. Glory breaks the awkward moment, her voice a frosty monotone. I appreciate what Amsel did for us. It's another loss, one that this team can't afford. Glory's eyes sweep across the group, then land on Amsel's body. Her expression is impossible to read. After a moment, she turns her head to look at you. Losing people is hard, no denying it. Paul was a good one and will be missed. Dietrich nods in agreement and crosses himself. Yeah, he was. Goodbye, Paul. God save me, dear. Gingerly, Blitz steps forward. His hair is mussed and there's a fresh bullet hole in his jacket. He smells like smoke and blood and stale sweat, and his hands tremble as he takes them out of his pockets. Well, I didn't know Paul as well as the rest of you, but he seemed like a good guy. He shuffles his feet. I didn't want to see this happen, at any rate. You're gay, Blitz. Looks like you and Malit saw some action back there. Yeah. His eyes remain fixed on Amsel's body. I'll live. As if in turn, Dante lowers his head sadly, lets out a heavy sigh, closes his eyes. We'll miss you, Paul. Don't worry about the body. I know what to do. Be respectful, but be quick. After all, it's only a shell. Paul is with Monica now. We are all gonna be with Monica soon if we don't do something. The Firewing came after us once, she'll do it again. And she doesn't care if she brings down an entire Kietz to get to us. Can't argue with that, boss. While Feuerschwinger leaves, the Kreuzbazar is at risk. Our friends are home. Everything that Monica and Paul fought to protect. They'll all be destroyed if we don't put an end to this first. Or her first. Come on, everyone. Let's look at that optical chip. I want to see what we're dealing with. Ooh, we got lots of experience finally. But I'm gonna end the stream here, and next time I have to probably finish the whole thing. I don't think it's gonna be that long, but tomorrow and Saturday I won't have time to do the stream, so it's probably gonna be a Monday, maybe Sunday, we'll see. But I am Adventure Argonaut. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.